Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast. My name is Tony Nwisi. I'm going to be your host for tonight. An extraordinary day, an extraordinary broadcast for you tonight. A conversation with Professor Banji Akintoye, the leader of Ilanomo Dua, and the leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement. Tonight um, we're going to review his landmark broadcast, his landmark interview with Dr. Abati of Arise Television last week. We're going to review that with him. We are Igbo Global Network. The broadcast with Prof Akintoye is going to be at 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Please be there. You do not want to miss this. You're gonna hate yourself if you miss it. So April 28, 2024, tonight, in a few hours time, basically 3 hours from now, 8 p.m. Nigeria time, tonight, we're going to be having a conversation with Professor Banji Akintoye, who is the leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement. In tonight's broadcast, we're going to review his interview with Dr. Abati of Arise Television. So make it a date with us. We're going to be on social media. We're going to have the lovely young lady, leader of IGN Youth Wing, Ezeja, who will be covering Facebook for us. Our correspondent on Facebook is going to be Ezeja. She'll be there waiting to take your questions and your comments. And also on Twitter and on YouTube, we're going to have Mr. Raphael. Raphael is our correspondent on YouTube and Twitter. He'll be there to take your questions and your comments tonight. In a moment, we're going to hear from them, and they'll tell you how excited they are about the broadcast. So please join us 8 p.m. tonight, 8 p.m. Nigeria time tonight. Make it a date with us so you can engage with a celebrated scholar, Professor Banji Akintoye, highly respected, highly regarded around the world. He is going to discuss his position on self-determination and the position of the Yoruba people. That's what we're going to be discussing tonight. And alongside that, we're going to review his conversation with Dr. Abati and some of the sweeping remarks by Dr. Abati. For instance, Dr. Abati did say to him that very, very strongly, almost confrontational, that so do you think President Tinubu would sit down with a bunch of Yoruba people who seek to divide Nigeria when Section 2 of the Nigerian Constitution says that Nigeria is indivisible and indissoluble? And that's the arrogant question that Dr. Abati puts to the president, put to the professor. So do you think that President Tinubu will sit down and with a bunch of Yoruba people who are seeking to divide Nigeria when the Section 2 of the Constitution says that Nigeria is indivisible and indissoluble? And to which, the professor went on to say to him that, of Dr. Abati's arrogant question, an extraordinary rebuke, Professor Akintoye said to him, "You're entitled to your opinion," and I quote, "You're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion is rigorously avoiding the truth." That's what Professor Akintoye said to Dr. Abati. He said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion is rigorously avoids the truth." And so, and then he went on to ask him further, would you advise the other 300 nations of Nigeria to pursue self-determination? To which Professor Banji Akintoye said to him sharply, I'm here to discuss the position of the Yoruba nation. Other nations can speak for themselves. So we're going to review that. I'm giving you a teaser and a taster of what is to come. You're in for an exciting conversation tonight. It's going to be riveting. So Fasten your seatbelt, get ready, get your popcorn, get your drink, your coffee, your tea, your water, your whiskey, whatever it is that floats your boat. Get ready because you're going to have an exciting conversation tonight. Some of us have the view that Nigeria doesn't have a constitution, because what we have, 1999 constitution, is actually a decree 24 by General Abubakar. So some of us at Igbo Global Network, for instance, takes the position that Nigeria does not have a constitution. We have not spoken at all. So I don't know what the heck Dr. Abati is talking about by the Section 2, saying that Nigeria is indissoluble and indivisible. And we don't know whose mouthpiece Dr. Abati is, whether he's speaking for Arise TV or speaking for himself or speaking for Nigeria. So we do not know. So again, we're going to extend an invitation to Dr. Abati to engage with us on his comments on the issue of the Constitution. The Constitution that he talks about has a preamble that says that we, the people of Nigeria, haven't decided. I don't know when we decided that. I don't know if he has had the opportunity to read the Constitution or read the preamble. At the very least, the preamble says that we, the people, having decided, give unto us. I don't remember when we did that. Maybe Dr. Abati could refresh our memory. When Nigerians sat down in a referendum or a plebiscite to decide on the Constitution for 1999. Nigerians, in my mind, have never done that. We did not have a referendum or a plebiscite to give to ourselves a constitution. So the constitution he's talking about is a lie. So we're going to discuss that further. And then we're going to go on to talk about Prof Akintoye's comments in another interview, with this time with Channels TV. I think it was Laji Akeredolu Ale that was interviewing him, when Prof Akintoye said that Yoruba nation, the Yoruba people are living like slaves in Nigeria. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to explore that further to see what he means by that. It will interest you to learn that we at Igbo Global Network take the position that Nigeria is a slave plantation after the order of Willie Lynch. So we do have common ground there. But we're going to discuss that further in tonight's broadcast, which is going to be at 8 p.m. Nigeria time. So whatever you do, make it a date with us. And finally, we're going to look at Ahmadu Bello's statement of 1960, which said that this nation, Nigeria, shall be an inheritance of our grandfather, Uthman Danfodio, and we shall make sure. I will read the statement. I'll read exactly what Ahmadu Bello said in a moment. And so we shall be discussing that as well. It says the new nation, this is the third thing we're going to discuss, Ahmadu Bello's comments of 1960 in the Parrot newspaper of 1960. It says, the new nation called Nigeria shall be an estate of our great-grandfather, Uthman Danfodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We will use minorities in the north as willing tools and the south as a territory, and never allow them to rule over us. In addition to that, and we will never allow them to have control over their future. Parrot newspaper, 1960, Ahmadu Bello. So these things we will discuss in tonight's broadcast at 8 p.m. Nigeria time. So please make it a date with us tonight in a few hours' time. My name is Tony Nwisi. I'm going to be your anchor for tonight. I'm the founder and the chairman of Igbo Global Network. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Igbo Global Network, our mission, Igbo Global Network is a human rights organization with a mission to defend and promote the interest, the human rights, and the interest of the Igbo nation. That is our mission at Igbo Global Network. And so our website is www.igboglobalnetwork.com, and you can reach us on Facebook at Igbo Global Network, and on YouTube at Igbo Global Network, and Twitter at Igbo Global Net. But for tonight, you're going to be engaging with a lovely young lady, Ezeja, leader of Igbo Global Youth League, Igbo Global Youth, who will be taking your questions, your comments on Facebook. And Raphael will be taking your questions and comments on YouTube and on Twitter. So, Ezeja, over to you. What are you about tonight, and what do you expect from the audience tonight?
All right, thank you so much. In fact, you've said it all. And as a matter of, I can't wait to, get into the conversation, hear what Professor Akintoye has to say, Barrister Chukuma, everything. I'm just, eager to. I can't wait. And I urge you all to, join us live tonight by 8 p.m. so you can know your rights and also know how you can utilize them properly for your growth. Yes. So all these he listed will be discussed tonight live. Join us. And I will be your correspondent on Facebook. So you know what? Bring your comments, bring your questions, your reactions, whatever you have for, like, just throw it to us and I'll take it live to the studio where they'll be answering your questions and reacting to your comments. So we look forward to seeing you. Join us live tonight and you would be happy you did. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's well said. That's a brilliant young lady talking to you in Nigeria. You can't say no to this young lady. You have to make it a date with her tonight. You have to make it a date with us tonight at 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Now, I know that apart from being our correspondent, you have a side hustle. What is your side hustle, and how can people connect with you privately in your side business? Because I want to promote your business. Because, apart from being a IGN youth leader, you're also an entrepreneur. You have a side hustle, and you're a leader in our
Yeah.
community. So what is your side hustle, and how can
Well,
members of the public connect with you for your side hustle so we can promote your business? Talk about your side hustle?
all right. Thank you so much for that. I'm grateful. So what I do, I help brands to grow. I develop brands. I develop strategies. I position you for success out there on the internet physically, and you can connect with me on Instagram, Lovelyn_Ifani. Lovelyn LOVELYN_IFEANYI. On Facebook, the same, Lovelyn Ifeanyi. So yes, connect with
Well,
me and let- let's discuss.
Well, there you have it. She helps brands to grow. She helps prepare you for success. That is her side hustle, apart from helping Igbo Global Network, and also she's a leader in our organization. So you can't say no to this young lady. Please connect with her. Instagram, Lovelyn_Ifeanyi. That's her Instagram handle, her personal handle for her personal business. And if you have a business, you want to connect with her. And you can connect with her also on Facebook. She said she told you, Lovelyn Ifeanyi on Facebook. So make it a date with us tonight. In a few hours to go, when we engage in a robust conversation with Professor Banji Akintoye. Also in the studio with us tonight is going to be also our vice chairman and legal director, Barrister Chukuma Anyekwe, who came up with a concept that Nigeria really is a slave plantation. So you're going to be engaging with Barrister Chukuma tonight. So if you have questions tonight, you can ask them. You can present them to Barrister Chukuma or present them to Professor Akintoye or myself via the lovely young lady, Ezeja, who is going to be our correspondent on Facebook tonight. And on YouTube and Twitter is going to be Mr. Raphael, who's going to be our correspondent. He also has a side hustle on Instagram. I think he does videos and audio and stuff like that. Raphael is going to join us tomorrow, but you can connect with him on Explores_Pictures. Explores, EXPLORES _pictures. That is Ifeanyi's side hustle, his side business. These are dynamic young people we like to promote their business and help them out, as they are also playing a fantastic role as young leaders in Igbo Global Network. So there you have it, folks. We'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Nigeria time. A conversation with Professor Banji Akintoye on self-determination. You'll be speaking with Tony Nwisi. I'm the chairman and founder of Igbo Global Network. Make it a date with us. And until then, real pleasure. See you tonight. Thank you very much.